thank you so much for taking the What's Your Unique Success Archetype quiz. Your results report will hit your inbox in about 15 minutes, but in the meantime, let's talk about your results and more importantly, what that means for your success. My name's Brad Bizjack. I'm a personal development expert and certified high-performance coach who's trained over 70,000 people in the area of maximizing success and fulfillment. I've taken my own life from $92,000 in student debt to a multi-seven-figure per year income in just a couple of years. And based on the information you share with me and the little bit that I know about you and your situation, your current success archetype is PMTL, or permission to leap. That means you're in a really exciting place with a powerful opportunity to change your life. You have a business or career or fitness regimen or some idea that could transform your life if you went all in, and you likely know what that idea is already. But you're not. You're not taking the action you need to. Because PMTLs stay stuck in inconsistency, prioritizing busy work over real results. They dream really big, but they typically avoid the actions that actually create meaningful change. And even when they take the right steps, they don't typically stick with it long enough to make it happen. So you admire others' success and know that it's possible, but you struggle to believe that success is possible for you. And there's a reason. Because the level of action required to change your life is incredibly scary. And because the PMTL craves certainty above all else, they're always looking for the how, constantly seeking validation, second guessing themselves at every turn. You want a guarantee. And that's why your goals seem to evade you, because you set them based on past failures or what other people tell you that you should want, whether that's your spouse or your parents or society. So deep down, you don't have the conviction that your action will matter because it's not based on what your heart really wants yet. And this causes you to go into deep states of perfection, either never starting on your dreams because you don't know what they are or how to get there, or you take minimal safe action because you're afraid of failure. So you live in this constant state of worry because you've never given yourself permission to take a leap of faith on what your heart really wants. And even though you know in your heart that you're made for so much more, your life is starting to reflect the very thing you've been trying to avoid all this time: mediocrity. Now, the good news is, there's a really simple way for the PMTL to break through this stage and reach the next levels of success and fulfillment. But traditionally, that involves spending hundreds of hours working with a therapist or reading countless personal development books or searching externally for what's already inside of you and following successful people online hoping to adopt their habits only to get nowhere. Knowing that you need to change your life, and even though you care so much, you just don't care in the moment. And you might already be doing some of those strategies, but they aren't working, which is why you're on this page right now, still listening to this video without the motivation you've been craving, and honestly, the motivation you deserve. And you're told just grind more, hustle harder, rely on willpower. But all that does is lead to the same self-punishing questions. Why can't I stay consistent like everyone else? I know what to do. Why can't I get myself to do it? What the heck is wrong with me? Have you ever asked yourself something like that? And you wonder why you never feel motivated. But let's be honest. How can you ever expect to feel consistently motivated when you're constantly disconnected from your desires, overwhelmed by your own thoughts, and stuck in patterns that drain your energy before the day even begins? Over the years, I've realized that when you build emotional momentum, all of these challenges go away rather quickly, and you not only gain the clarity that you need to take the right next step, but also the courage to finally take the bold action your heart's been nudging you towards for years. But the problem is, it's not that you don't have a great desire to change your life, it's that you've never built enough momentum to change your life. It's always start, stop, focus goes elsewhere, stay safe. But what if there was a proven process to never lose motivation again, to stay emotionally unstoppable and connected to your dreams, and to take consistent action towards the life you're meant for? What if you had daily accountability and daily inspiration texted directly to your phone from someone who's created the success that you're after? And what if it took less than 5 minutes per day? That's why I created Momentum Club. It's a daily dose of bite-sized emotional fuel to stay consistent and follow through to build unstoppable momentum towards the successful life you deserve. It includes 3 short weekly videos texted directly to your phone that'll shift your mindset and reignite your motivation. There's weekly journal prompts to help you connect with what you really want. There's a weekly courage challenge every week to get you into action. There's motivational text nudges that are sprinkled during the week to keep that fire alive. And all of this from a certified high performance coach and a personal development expert who went from $92,000 in debt to creating a multi seven-figure per year income and time freedom, and all of this in less than 15 minutes a week. And the best part? It's $19. That's it. No contracts, no pressure. You can literally cancel anytime. It's less than the cost of a dinner out, yet it can completely shift the entire direction of your life. And I get it. That might seem like an impossibility. A common symptom of the PMTL is that they're living each day in survival mode. They're treading water, feeling like you're barely getting by. That's why consistency seems so hard. It's because the PMTL is wired to crave certainty and needs to know that it's gonna be okay before you start. So you always feel like you should be further along than you are, like you'll be happy when your life changes. But have you ever considered the reason that's happening is because you're spending so much of your intention and effort on the wrong things? You're using the external world to solve an internal problem. But that's one of the exact behaviors that needs to change. And all of this will cause you to believe that it's harder for you, that other people have it easier, they don't understand your situation. And before you know it, you'll live in constant perfection and guilt with everything you do, feeling restless inside. And how do you ever expect to be consistent if you're living in guilt? You'll start setting goals that you don't even care about because you're basing what's possible for you on failures of the past instead of dreams of the future. And this will cause you to feel totally isolated and alone, like something's broken about you. It'll impact every part of your life: parenting, marriage, business, career, finance, health, you name it. You'll even start to feel empty with the very things that used to bring you so much joy. So don't wait on this. The longer you sit in indecision, the more the dreams shrink, your dreams shrink, and the more your belief in yourself quietly erodes. And that's the real danger. Because once you stop trusting yourself to follow through, you stop trying. And remember, if Momentum Club isn't for you, you can cancel anytime. There's literally no risk. You don't need to commit to a huge leap. Just give it a try for a week or two. See how it feels finally moving forward without this pressure or overwhelm. Most people, they spend decades lost in a fog, unable to stay consistent enough to make meaningful change, but that can change very quickly when you build enough emotional momentum to see your dreams through. So if anything I said resonates, don't ignore that inner nudge. Click the link around this video, join Momentum Club, and take your first steps towards the life you know you're meant for. You have tried so hard, and it's not your fault that nothing's sticking. You are not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to be fixed. You're just out of momentum. Let's change that starting right now. Click any of the links around this video to get started, and I'll see you in Momentum Club.